On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Overhear.
To hear what other people are saying without intending to and their knowledge.
Examples:
Happen to overhear a conversation. Accidentally overheard their talk. She was inside at the time and overheard the conversation.
Mandatory.
Required by a rule or law, compulsory.
Examples:
A mandatory clause. Mandatory training. Attendance at the meeting is mandatory for all employees.
Rumor.
A piece of unverified information of uncertain origin that is spread by word of mouth.
Examples:
A false rumor. Rumor mill. There was a baseless rumor that the company was going bankrupt.
Whisper.
To speak very quietly to somebody using the breath rather than the voice so that only those close to you can hear you.
Examples:
Answer in a whisper. The whisper of the leaves. He took me aside and whispered in my ear.
Cafeteria.
A restaurant where customers serve themselves from a counter and pay for what they have taken, often found in factories, colleges, hospitals, etc.
Examples:
Cafeteria lunch. Office cafeteria. The university's cafeteria was busy with students and staff grabbing a quick lunch.
Communist.
Relating to or supporting the political ideology of communism, equals a form of socialism that abolishes private ownership.
Examples:
Communist Party. Communist activist. During the Cold War, many countries feared the spread of communist ideology.
Chairperson.
The officer who presides over organization meetings.
Examples:
Vice chairperson. The meeting elected a chairperson. The chairperson has the authority to approve or deny any request.
Disperse.
To spread out or distribute over a broad region, or to cause something to do so.
Examples:
Disperse false information. Disperse the protesters. Before authorities dispersed the protesters, they yelled slogans.
Encase.
To enclose or cover something in a protective or decorative layer.
Examples:
Encase in glass. Encase his feet. They encased the fragile vase in bubble wrap to protect it during shipping.
Wax.
A substance that is solid at room temperature but becomes softer and more pliable when heated, often used in the production of candles, polishes, and cosmetics. Verb, to become large.
Examples:
Wax finish. Wax and wane. He sealed the letter with a wax seal.
Replica.
An exact copy of something such as a work of art.
Examples:
Miniature replica. Exact replica. An artist sculpted a full-size replica of her body.
Mango.
Tropical fruit with smooth, juicy flesh and a large, hard seed in the middle.
Examples:
Ripe mango. Fresh mango. She cut the mango into small pieces and added them to the salad.
Facility.
A building or place that provides a particular service or is used for a particular industry.
Examples:
A cell phone with an internet facility. Facility design. This company has an entire recycling facility, including major reprocessing plants.
Contemplate.
To think about a possible future action or to think about something for a long time thoughtfully.
Examples:
Contemplate a marriage. Contemplated leaving school. I recently contemplated dropping out of school and getting a full-time job.
Gesture.
A movement of the hands, head, or face that express a particular meaning.
Examples:
Gesture of goodwill. Hand gesture. She made a facial gesture to express disagreement.
Preserve.
To keep or maintain a particular quality, feature, etc., especially to prevent it from decaying, being damaged, or being destroyed.
Examples:
Preserve my strength. Preserve a country's heritage. They worked hard to preserve the nature of their native lands.
Formaldehyde.
A colorless, flammable liquid with a strong, pungent smell used as a preservative and in the manufacture of various products.
Examples:
Formaldehyde solution. Formaldehyde odor. Exposure to high levels of formaldehyde can irritate the eyes, nose, and throat, as well as respiratory problems and cancer.
Commit.
To do something illegal or wrong.
Examples:
Commit suicide. Commit mistakes. The military has committed an abuse of human rights.
Ritual.
Any customary observance or practice, any prescribed procedure for conducting religious ceremonies.
Examples:
A ritual dance. Morning ritual. The woman of the house does the holy ritual of lighting 2 candles.
Peel.
To remove the skin of fruit and vegetables.
Examples:
Peel a fruit. Peel off easily. The storm had peeled all paint off the siding.
Holy.
Of or related to a god, divine power, or a particular religion.
Examples:
A holy man. A holy shrine. They gathered to hear the holy teachings of the Guru.
Broth.
A liquid in which meat, fish, or vegetables have been cooked, used as a base for soups and stews.
Examples:
Chicken broth. Remains of broth. I always add a bit of broth to my soup to give it more flavor.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Ingredient.
One of the things used to make something, especially one of the foods used to make a particular dish.
Examples:
Secret ingredients. Compound the ingredients. Greed is the primary ingredient in the making of criminals.
Concoct.
To make something, especially food, by mixing or adding different things. To invent a story or plan, especially for a dishonest purpose.
Examples:
Concoct a conspiracy. Concoct herbal medicines. They concocted a plot to discredit the local politician.
Healing.
The process of becoming or making somebody or something well again.
Examples:
Natural healing ability. Part of the healing process. Each ancient tribe has its healing traditions.
Tonic.
Of or relating to a musical or vocal sound regarding its pitch and duration of a musical sound. Noun, a medicinal substance producing physical, mental, or emotional vigor.
Examples:
The tonic sol fa. A tonic medicine. A tonic syllable carries the main stress in a word.
Fable.
A short story, often with animal characters, that teaches a general truth or a moral lesson.
Examples:
Classic fable. Moralize a fable. In his speech, he quoted a passage from a well-known fable.
Immortality.
The state or quality of being able to live or last forever.
Examples:
The immortality of the soul. Achieve immortality. Many people believe in the concept of immortality and an afterlife.
Mythology.
A collection of myths equals traditional stories accepted as history, or the study of myths.
Examples:
Tale from mythology. Ancient mythology. He studies Greek and Roman mythology.
Refuse.
To show that one is not willing to do or accept something.
Examples:
Refuse a request. Refuse the company. My initial reaction was to refuse.
Generous.
Willing to give and share something such as money, help, kindness, etc., especially more than is necessary or expected.
Examples:
A generous reward. A generous and thoughtful person. This teacher is generous in his grading.
Sacrifice.
The act of killing an animal or person or surrendering a possession as an offering to a deity. Verb, to give up something important or valuable to help another person or get or do something that seems more important.
Examples:
Small sacrifice for a great cause. Sacrifice anything to get ahead. You cannot accomplish great things without a sacrifice of your time or money.
Longevity.
The property of being long-lived, great duration of service.
Examples:
Longevity crisis. Longevity genes. He is proud of the longevity of the business.
Intention.
Something you want to do and are going to do.
Examples:
Intention behind his decision. Clear intention. Our CEO's intentions are always transparent and straightforward.
Frivolous.
Not serious or sensible, silly or unimportant.
Examples:
Frivolous lawsuits. Engage in frivolous conversation. He was accused of being frivolous and not taking his responsibilities seriously.
Harmless.
Not able or not likely to cause damage or harm.
Examples:
Harmless in most people. Harmless substances. Most people thought of him as a harmless eccentric.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft, to make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
Launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Ideological.
Relating to or concerned with ideas and theories rather than practical matters.
Examples:
Ideological divide. Ideological differences. The book presents an ideological perspective on the role of government in society.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Intent.
A strong determination or attention to do or achieve something. Adjective, having a strong determination to do or achieve something.
Examples:
The intent of a question. Intent gaze. The designer's intent was to create a minimalist aesthetic for the interior of the building.
Erase.
To remove something completely, especially by rubbing it.
Examples:
Erase a memory. Erased the files. He attempted to erase the misspelled word.
Capitalism.
An economic system based on the private ownership of the means of production and their operation for profit.
Examples:
Advance capitalism. Under the umbrella of capitalism. Capitalism also guarantees intellectual property rights and thus promotes innovation.
Enact.
To make a law, to put something into practice.
Examples:
Enact new legislation. Enact the smoking ban. The government enacted this law in 1925.
Paramilitary.
Relating to or resembling a military organization, but not part of a country's regular armed forces.
Examples:
Paramilitary personnel. Paramilitary operation. The paramilitary group was responsible for maintaining security in the region.
Enlist.
To sign up to serve in the military or a particular organization.
Examples:
Enlist in a cause. Enlist for a soldier. He decided to enlist in the military after graduating from high school.
Eradicate.
To get rid of or destroy something completely, especially something bad.
Examples:
Eradicate the deficit. Eradicate racial discrimination. We are trying to eradicate this disease from the world.
Vague.
Not clearly expressed or understood.
Examples:
vague idea, make a vague answer. The vague rumor turned out to be false.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Associate.
To mentally connect someone or something with someone or something else.
Examples:
Associate alcohol with gambling. Associate with people widely. The majority of consumers associate this brand with quality.
Elite.
Belonging to the wealthiest, most potent, best educated, or best trained group in a society.
Examples:
Earn elite status. Elite athlete. Very few educational elites go to Oxford or Cambridge.
Dogma.
A belief or set of beliefs that the members of a group accept without being questioned or doubted.
Examples:
Religious dogma. The secret dogma. All members strictly followed the dogma of the organization.
Militant.
Willing to use force or violence to achieve a political or social goal.
Examples:
Militant nations. A militant reformer. The militant group launched a series of attacks on government buildings.
Interpret.
To explain or assign the meaning of information, actions, etc.
Examples:
Interpret a graph. Interpret the question. Different people might interpret this news differently.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Achievable.
Possible to accomplish or attain.
Examples:
Achievable task. Achievable plan. Setting a realistic and achievable goal is the key to success.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Ransack.
To search through something thoroughly, often in a destructive or violent manner.
Examples:
Ransack a house. Ransack a town. Burglars ransacked the store, stealing everything of value.
Temple.
A place of worship, especially one that is associated with a particular religion or faith, the flat area on either side of the forehead.
Examples:
Temple complex. A tour guide at the temple. He visited the temple to pray and make offerings to the gods.
Tomb.
A large stone structure or underground chamber in which the dead are buried.
Examples:
Bury in tomb. The ancient tomb. The tomb of the unknown soldier honored the bravery and sacrifice of those who lost their lives in battle.
Dynasty.
A sequence of influential leaders who are all from the same family or a period when they rule a country.
Examples:
Dynasty of China. During the Ming Dynasty. During the Habsburg Dynasty, colonization began.
Royalty.
Revenue derived from the use of a patent, copyright, or other right, the people who are the family of a king and queen.
Examples:
A grandchild of royalty. Royalty income. The royalty payments for the use of the patented technology were quite high.
Confucian.
Relating to the teachings and beliefs of the Chinese philosopher Confucius and his followers.
Examples:
Confucian rites. Confucian ethics. Confucian values such as filial piety and respect for elders still strongly influence many Asian cultures.
Raid.
A sudden short attack, usually by soldiers, ships, or aircraft.
Examples:
Make a raid on an enemy's camp. Air raid siren. Throughout the raid, the bank robbers wore masks.
Pile.
A collection of objects positioned one on top of another, a large sum of something, such as money.
Examples:
A sand pile. The height of a pile. After the party, they had to clean up piles of dirty dishes.
Rampage.
A violent and uncontrollable outburst of destructive behavior.
Examples:
Killing rampage. An outrageous rampage. The crowd went on a rampage after their team lost the championship game.
Property.
A thing or things that belong to someone.
Examples:
A man of property. Chemical property. He stood to inherit $1 million property.
Dam.
A wall constructed over a river to block the flow of water, mainly used to generate energy.
Examples:
Dam building program. Dam collapsing. The break in the dam threatened the valley.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
struggle against discrimination, struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Session:
a formal meeting or series of meetings for the execution of a particular group's functions, a period spent doing a particular activity.
Examples:
the morning session, the court session. Parliament is now in session.
Spectacle:
something or someone seen, especially a notable or unusual sight, an optical device consisting of a frame that houses a pair of lenses for correcting defective vision.
Examples:
pretty spectacle, spectacle lens. She could not help watching the sad spectacle.
Sham:
something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
a sham battle, turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Accuse:
to charge or criticize someone with a crime or wrongdoing.
Examples:
accuse his rudeness, accuse each other. The witness accused the defendant of committing the robbery.
Elitist:
believing or showing the belief that some people are naturally superior to others and, therefore, should have more power and privilege.
Examples:
elitist mentality, elitist mindset. His elitist attitude made it difficult for him to work with people from different backgrounds.
Manipulate:
to influence or control something or someone to your advantage, often in an unfair or dishonest way.
Examples:
manipulate figures, vulnerable to manipulate. Please tell me how to manipulate this computer.
Denounce:
to speak out against, to strongly criticize something or someone.
Examples:
denounce a statement, denounce a heresy. He denounced the actions of the corrupt official.
Gradual:
happening slowly over a long period of time or distance, not steep or abrupt.
Examples:
a gradual process, a gradual change. The country experienced a gradual increase in population.
Morph:
to change or cause to change something or someone smoothly and gradually from one thing to another.
Examples:
morph into a different shape, morph into something entirely different. This company morphed into an enterprise company.
Torture:
the act of causing intense pain or suffering to someone to punish them, extract information from them, or for some other reason.
Examples:
A torture chamber. An instrument of torture. The use of torture is strictly prohibited under international law.
Execution.
The act or process of carrying out a plan, order, or course of action, the act or process of carrying out the death penalty.
Examples:
Compulsory execution. Execution by injection. The execution of the plan was flawless, resulting in a record-breaking profit for the company.
Chaos.
A state of complete confusion or disorder, often characterized by a lack of predictability or control.
Examples:
Chaos theory. Midst of chaos. The conference room was in chaos as everyone tried to speak at once.
Recant.
To withdraw or retract a statement or belief, especially a formal or public one.
Examples:
Recant my words. Recant his Christian faith. He recanted his previous statement after realizing the evidence was against him.
Liberate.
To set free, to release or rescue from captivity or oppression.
Examples:
Liberate people from oppression. Liberate potential. The prisoners were liberated after the war ended.
Crate.
A large container, typically made of wood or metal, used for transporting or storing goods.
Examples:
Crate of apples. Beer crate. The shipping crate was filled with fragile glassware that must be shipped carefully.
Minister.
A person appointed to or a job of a head of a government department.
Examples:
Minister for Education. Deputy Prime Minister. The minister occasionally preaches at this church.
Reward.
A thing given in acknowledgement of service, hard work, achievement, etc.
Examples:
The reward for good works. Shopping rewards cards. Night fishing has a lot of rewards.
Tainted.
Spoiled or contaminated, usually with something harmful, damaged in quality or taste.
Examples:
Tainted soil. Tainted reputation. The meat had to be thrown out because it was tainted with bacteria.
Ideology.
A set of beliefs or philosophies that an economic or political system is based on.
Examples:
The ideology of the left. Political ideology. Racial equality is an integral part of democratic ideology.
Cult.
A small religious group, especially one that is not part of a larger religion and that is regarded as outside the norm, followers of an exclusive system of beliefs and practices.
Examples:
Cult members. Cult's practices. The cult leader promised his followers that they would achieve enlightenment if they followed his teachings.
Propaganda.
Information, ideas, or claims spread to influence public opinion or promote a particular cause or ideology.
Examples:
Propaganda campaign. Self-serving propaganda. The government used propaganda pictures to spread its message of national unity.
Unheated.
Not heated or warmed.
Examples:
Unheated air. Unheated pool. The unheated room was freezing, so we had to turn on the heater.
Temperature.
The degree of hotness or coldness of a thing or place.
Examples:
Extreme temperatures. The atmospheric temperature. Cities around the world set records for highest temperatures this summer.
Exhibition.
A public event or display of works of art, scientific or industrial objects, or other items of interest, usually held in a museum or art gallery.
Examples:
A personal exhibition. Exhibition opening. The art museum is hosting an exhibition of contemporary paintings next month.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Scold.
To reprimand or criticize someone severely or angrily.
Examples:
Scold him for being late. Scold in a loud voice. He scolded his employees for not meeting their deadlines.
Remark.
A comment or observation, or something said or written about a particular subject or situation. Verb, to give a spoken statement on a particular subject or situation.
Examples:
A flattering remark. Remark dripping with bitterness. His candid remark at the meeting sparked a lively discussion among the attendees.
Arrest.
To take into custody.
Examples:
Arrest the thief. Arrest the progress. A police officer has the authority to arrest a criminal.
Execute.
To kill someone, especially as a legal punishment, to carry out or perform an action, duty, etc.
Examples:
Execute a bold strategy. Execute a double play. The mafioso who collaborated with the police was executed.
Dissolve.
To be or cause to be absorbed by a liquid to form a part of a solution, to close down or dismiss.
Examples:
Dissolve the sugar. Officially dissolved the marriage. The political party dissolved after much internal fighting.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Mystification.
The act or process of making something difficult to understand or explain, often to deceive or manipulate.
Examples:
Mystification of the public. Mystification of the subject. The magician's tricks were a source of mystification for the audience.
Fade.
To vanish, to fade away, to lose color, to lose freshness.
Examples:
Fade away almost completely. Fade in importance. My memory will fade, but my heart will live on.
Repurpose.
To use something again for a different purpose than it was originally intended.
Examples:
Repurpose an old building. Repurpose a used car. The old barn was repurposed into a modern event space.
Antique.
Very old and often valuable, from a bygone era.
Examples:
Antique shop. Imitation antique. She has a collection of antique vases that she inherited from her grandparents.
Tray.
A shallow, flat container or surface for holding or carrying objects, often with raised edges or handles.
Examples:
Serving tray. Tray for drinks. She placed the dishes on the tray and carried them to the table.
Medallion.
A large, decorative metal or coin-shaped object, often worn as jewelry.
Examples:
A medallion struck. Medallion toe. He wore a gold medallion around his neck that had been passed down through his family for generations.
Peruse.
To read or examine something carefully and thoroughly.
Examples:
Peruse every page of a book. Peruse the document. She perused the menu before ordering her meal.
Flea.
A small, agile, wingless, and parasitic insect that feeds on the blood of mammals and birds.
Examples:
Local flea market. Flea infestation. The flea-borne disease caused a severe outbreak in the city.
Tale.
A story made up in someone's imagination, especially one full of action and adventure.
Examples:
A fairy tale. Tale of horror. Ghosts in folk tales are almost always malicious.
Bury.
To place a dead body in the ground, grave, or tomb.
Examples:
Bury in the earth. Bury emotion. There is plenty of space to bury everyone.
Restricted.
Limited in extent, number, scope, or action, especially by official rules, laws, etc.
Examples:
Restricted area. Lactose restricted diet. The country has designated our products as restricted import goods.
Attempt.
An act or effort of trying to do something, especially something difficult.
Examples:
The attempt to rescue the hostages. A reckless attempt. The third attempt was far more successful.
Publicly.
In a manner accessible to or observable by the public, by the government.
Examples:
Publicly accessible record. Publicly financed schools. She publicly denounced the government's mishandling of the economic crisis.
Apologize.
To express regret for committing wrongdoing or causing a problem.
Examples:
Apologize for being late. Apologize ahead of time. I apologize for neglecting your email.
Malign.
To speak or write about someone or something in a harmful or critical way. Adjective, evil or harmful in nature or influence.
Examples:
Malign influence. Malign the politician in the media. The article maligned the company's reputation with false accusations.
Landscape.
An expanse of scenery that can be seen in a single view, a large area of land, especially in the country and relating to its appearance.
Examples:
A peaceful landscape. Landscape painting. Recent electoral shocks have shaken the political landscape in Europe.
Openly.
Without hiding any of your feelings, opinions, or facts, frankly and trustfully.
Examples:
Openly break the law. Openly discuss disagreement. He openly apologized for his mistake.